The Gower Peninsula is famous for its beautiful scenery and amazing beaches, with Rhossili Beach being its jewel in the crown, one of the world's top rated. Today we're here to walk across the tidal island of Worm's Head. The weather's great and the view's fantastic as we park up and make our way down to the rocky causeway. So a few things to note, most importantly to check the tide times. Ideally with a 2.5 hour window either side of low tide before crossing the causeway to reach the inner head. Check out the map and allow at least 2.5 hours for the round trip to the top of the outer head and back. This will take longer than anticipated due to the rocky, slippery terrain. Look out too for wildlife, not these guys, a kestrel, and seals are usually spotted from the worm itself. The 20-minute walk takes you down past the Coast Guard's hut, not shown, with signage regarding the tide times. It's very important to adhere to these times. Once on the rocky causeway, it becomes apparent it's going to take a little longer than anticipated. There's no designated route, but hugging the right shore seems to be easier. Most people are taking this route. But not for better half, who is already on all fours. I can't help laughing.
Well done! No.
And that inner head seems a long way off. Tripping over here could be painful and wet. With a view back to the mainland, we're at least making some progress. And in front, the inner head gradually gets closer. A good pair of grippy trainers will do just fine here.
Right, round here I think.
As we make it to smoother and softer terra firma, two choices open up to us. One, the steeper up and across the top, or two, take the easier path to the left, around the middle head. Wow, thanks guys. I grab a camera from my rucksack with a long telephoto lens and shoot away. Last time I filmed seals was in Scotland last year. Fab. As we round the inner head, the collapsed sea cave below, known as Devil's Bridge, comes into view. Just hope the bridge doesn't collapse when I cross it. This is as far as Karen wants to go. So, leaving my backpack with her, I set off with the camera over my shoulder to do battle with the first tricky section. Taking the camera soon becomes an issue, as the first tricky bit becomes a 4-limbed scramble, up and down rocky fissures some 2 meters deep. Trying to prevent it from swinging off my shoulder and bashing against the rocks is the main issue, and considerably slows me down. I could think of better places to take a dog for a walk. Oops, I'm getting a little too close to the ocean here. Yep, the lady in white is my wife, chatting away, no doubt. After some scrambling and trying to avoid my camera smashing against the rocks, I cross over Devil's Bridge, and then it's upwards and onwards.
This is something else. This walk or climb out here. Oh. Clambering over pinnacles of rock. Trying not to fall down deep gullies. Amazing though, absolutely amazing.
What you can't see from here is tricky rocky bit number 2. So, scramble time again, which I didn't film as I just wanted to crack on to the summit of the outer head and of course get back. It was just more down on all fours and a little bit of hopping across too. So the last part, to the top, should be a walk in the park. Or maybe not. There's a 5-metre vertical climb before the summit, which is a lot trickier coming back down. Once on top, the panoramic views are fantastic. On the way back, I'm really looking forward to crawling across those rocky crevices. Maybe not. Aware of the time and tide situation, I put a spurt on as the second tricky part looms up. Halfway across the maze of rocks, a young lad pops up. "Follow me," he says. Consequently, I get back somewhat quicker. He was the son of the lady my wife had been chatting to, and it was he who decided to go out and guide me back. Not that I really needed it, of course, but it did help. So, a big thanks to him. Back on the causeway, close to the mainland, there's a large encrusted anchor. It's likely now that the tide's on its way back in.
Yeah, I've no idea. I'm not that knowledgeable in geology, although I'm fascinated in geology, but...
Look how high the tide comes in. As Karen chats to the family, I continue shooting the beautiful surroundings. The cliffs and horses grazing on the headland. Cute, eh? Way down on the beach is the wreck of a Norwegian bark which ran aground in 1887. This is such a great viewpoint. And from a photography perspective, the horses make the picture for me. Shot from the Rhossili Hotel, which after a good pint of ale and late lunch went down nicely. All in all, a fantastic hike out. But do bear in mind it's not quite a walk in the park.